What up, world? Is Mac. Tell me something slick and make it stick. Yeah, I'm back, y'all. But oh shit, I am back with somebody special. See, since I'm a big time reality TV star, I brought in one of my actual castmates. And no, I ain't talking about no damn Queen's Court. I'm big time. I do multiple networks. I'm talking about my TV One castmate. Tam G is in the building. I tell y'all what, fellas, get ready. Ladies, get ready. After we come back from this intro, me and Tam got a lot of shit to catch up on, people to talk about. No, I'm fucking around. We got things to get into. It's going to be fun. We're going to talk about dating and some more shit. Y'all stay tuned. Cigar Chaps and Mac. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment everything we do over here. I'll be back in a sec. Welcome back, everyone. Cigar Chaps and Mac, and we in the building with the lovely Tammy G. Tam, how you been?
I've been all right. I've been happy. I've been in my own energy. That's what I've been.
I've been seeing your 5 in the morning workouts and shit, Tam. You talking about come work out with me? No, not at 5 a.m., Tam.
Listen, I have body goals that I'm trying to reach. And, I'm 34, and if you don't start that regimen at a certain time, you might never get there. So I want a 6-pack, and I'm getting close to it. So I would stand up and show you, but
Man, don't hurt the people. Don't hurt us. Don't hurt us.
Well, yeah, I'm reaching my goals, so I'm happy about that. That actually, I'm doing my thing with that. I ain't gonna hold you because it's been like 4-5 months now. So
how proud are you? I mean, that's what's up. So you've been going consistently for like 4 or 5 months?
Yeah, since about July, August. Mm-hmm.
Was there anything in particular that made you just want to get going? He was like, you know what? I don't like the way I look.
I think it was mainly the way I look in my clothes, and I've never been fat. You know what I'm saying? I've never been really overweight, but like, I want my clothes to fit a certain way. I want my waist to look snatched, and I want my ass to look fat. So when it's not doing that, I need to do to make that happen. So that's the goal. And now the new goal, really, because I'm getting to where I want to be body wise, is like flexibility. I want to like be able to be bent in a pretzel. So yeah.
Okay.
These are the goals.
All right, Tam. So Tam, where the world, for those who don't know you, and it shouldn't be many people, you and I, we met on the set of a show called Asking for a Friend on TV One.
Not TV
One. Not TV 2, niggas. TV One, niggas. Episode number 2, to be exact. Me and Tam, some more people was on episode. Tam, what was that like for you doing TV? How was that surreal to see yourself on camera? Kind of walk the people through that experience.
Not at all. That's definitely not my first time on TV. Definitely not my first time being in front of camera. I am an actress. I am a model. I am a teacher. I am all those things. So it's like when you're on TV sometimes, when you get opportunities to be on podcasts or on, whatever, do interviews, you don't always get to pop your shit and like tell people what you doing, but I've been modeling professionally since 2017. I started modeling in Korea. My first walk was Seoul Africa Fashion Show out in Korea back in 2017. Or was it 2018? I can't remember. One of them years. And that was my first time walking runway. When I moved back stateside, I started doing little shows here in Atlanta, here and there. And like the modeling is kind of skimmish here in Atlanta. So I fell back from modeling, but I still do several shoots a year. And I got more into the acting part of it. And I've done background, stand-in, I've done feature. So me being on camera is something that's pretty like second nature to me. And so I think that's why, like, when I got in front of the camera, everyone was like, oh, she's kind of charming. She kind of got, and you know, that's just who I am. Like, I'm pretty comfortable in front of cameras. So, yeah.
So basically, your ass was cheating because you ain't no damn. Everybody else, we just showed up and knew you had already done this shit. Okay, you was a vet. All right.
I won't say that, but you know, you never know how. There's one thing to play a character, and it's a whole another thing to be yourself on camera. Like, that's a whole different energy, you know. So yeah.
But you was yourself on a dating show. I mean, so Tam, the people gonna be like, yo, you know, you was up there. I saw dude shooting this, you know, shooting his willy bobos at you. How did you enjoy the date and shit? Like that whole experience, that part.
So the experience was a unique experience. I enjoyed it. I definitely think there were some awkward portions.
All right.
But I ultimately I'm a character person. So I felt like, okay, we're vibing on a character energy. And it got to a point where even the producers were like, listen, y'all are having a great date, but it's not great TV right now. Like, y'all are having an amazing day, but it's not great TV. So you're the energetic one. You're the one that has like bring it out. And so that's at one point that's what I had to do. So
So you had to turn up a little bit, huh, Tam?
not turn up, but just, you know, because I feel like for me, if I'm dating, I would, you know, I want to go deep. I want to have those deep conversations to see if there's compatibility there. But by the same token, you have to understand this TV. Don't nobody care that I'm a teacher. Don't nobody care I've been doing it 12 years. Don't nobody care about none of that. Like, they care about the drama. They care about the, oh, you were single for 10 years type shit. Like, they care about that. They care about that element. And I had a feeling like, I felt a way about how that was portrayed on the show, because like, why is that a red flag? Why is it a red flag that I value myself enough to not just be out there fucking and sucking everything? You know, so like, why is that a problem? You know, so yeah, I didn't like how that was portrayed on the show. That's what I'll say about that. But yeah.
I didn't like how they edited my shit either, Ken. They had me like I just was like on the out the gate talking about poetry. It was a whole conversation. Like I'm just some dude going on TV screen reading some poetry and shit. No, it was a conversation about my whole life as an author and things of that nature. So I wasn't feeling the edit on that. Great for the opportunity, but I didn't like the edit on that.
Yeah, I mean, they just painted me to be some super religious, spiritual woman who just sits at home and pray all day. And
they did, Sam. They did.
And I was just like, oh, okay, because that's who I am, I guess. I guess that's who I am. So yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah, they had you like you just like super, you know, just super I don't know, conservative or something. And that was your personality.
I am conservative, more conservative than people my age, but I don't think I'm super conservative where I don't understand, you know, differing viewpoints, because I know Gray had said something about like, oh yeah, I didn't know if she would accept my viewpoint. You never fucking asked, bro. Like, because if you had asked, that would have been a conversation. But your perception of me was in such a way that you decided to, you know, withhold information that could have gotten us to a better solution earlier on rather than later on. So yeah.
Well, speaking of that, I mean, did anything pop off from that shit, Sam, from y'all interaction, or that it ended pretty much right then and there on set?
No, it didn't end there. It didn't go nowhere either. It didn't end there, but it didn't go anywhere either. So after we finished filming, we did exchange numbers. And I'm gonna be politically correct. Graylin is an interesting gentleman.
Yeah, good dude.
He a different type of dude. Good. That's a word that you'll use to describe him. But he's a different type of dude. And I just saw some things that were, you know, non-negotiable for me in him that just didn't work. And so we had a few conversations, and I ended things. And I didn't, and this that was my politically correct answer, but I will say this. I didn't like how he tried to paint me to the producers after the fact. I didn't know that. There were things that were said to the producers that were 100% fallacious. Like, they were completely wrong. And so the producer called me and was like, hey, Tam, we, you know, what happened after the day? And I was like, well, blah, 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 blah. And I, you know, I was going in, right? And then that's like, and then she was like, oh, that's wild, because he told us this, that, and the 10th. And I was like, oh, did he really? Do you want to see the text message thread?
Sure,
Do you
Tam.
want to see the text message thread?
All right, go ahead. Put it out there. This is Cigar Chats with Mac.
I'm not putting it out there. That was over a year ago. I'm healed. Hopefully he's healed. Hopefully he's done the work. But, you know, basically I had to block old dude because and I think that he's just a little different. You know, he's just a little awkward, and it's okay to be that. But like when you're infringing upon somebody with your idiosyncrasies, I have issue with that. So for me,
Tam, hold on. For those who don't know, idiosyncrasies means, you know, what's like certain peculiarness, certain peculiar things. Just gotta let people know. You know, Tam a teacher and shit. She don't understand. Everybody don't know what idiosyncrasies means. It means like peculiar things about you. Go ahead, Tam, as you are.
but yeah, so it's like you can't infringe those upon people. And for me, like I just made a decision like that this isn't gonna work for me. And so I was very forthright. I said I don't think it's gonna work. You know, I wish you the best moving forward, but this isn't gonna work. And it was like he was demanding to see me. Like, bro, I'm nah. You can't.
Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, okay.
Yeah, and so that's why he eventually got blocked. But mainly the main reason why that was happening is because he knew the producer was going to call me because the producers called him first. So he was trying to like troubleshoot some shit when you already knew that I didn't fuck with you already, but you've been lying to the producers telling them XYZ. Oh, you took me on a romantic getaway, shit like that. And it's like, bro, that never happened. We never saw each other in person after that show until we went to the viewing. And so we went to that was our first time seeing each other since filming.
That's when me and you. We was all
I know, that's what I'm saying. Like that is the first time I saw him after we filmed initially. So yeah.
All right.
And that's all I say about that. I'm not gonna sit and harp on some shit that happened a year ago.
Yeah. Well, we wish that brother good luck, and I'm glad you're in a better place. So, Tam, well, since that, how is your dating life since you've been on TV again? How many niggas and slid in that DM talk about Tam? Let me take you out. What DMs look like, Tam?
My DMs are actually a lot drier than you would think.
No, I don't.
It is. I honestly dating. First of all, dating sucks in Atlanta. That's the first thing. Dating absolutely sucks in Atlanta. It's absolutely trash, garbage, sadegi. That's how they say it in Korean, sadegi. Okay, it is trash. But my DMs have been pretty dry. The main thing that I've been experiencing, well, I did do Facebook dating for about a month in the summer. So I started like June or July. I did that for about a month. I met some okay people off the app. But none of us really met in person except for one. And I thought that one situation was going to be a situation. I was really getting excited about that. And then bro did some weird shit. And I was like, oh, damn, that's a non-negotiable. You got to go. So, yeah.
Yeah. Facebook dating and the weirdos found you on the Facebook dating?
Yeah, well, you know, I won't say everybody on Facebook dating is weird. I think it's the most successful dating site that I've been on. But I was just honestly, it was the summertime. I'm a teacher. I was supposed to do summer school. They canceled my summer school job. So I was just at home with nothing to do. I had just came back from Europe. I went to Europe for my birthday on a solo European cruise. And I was just bored. Like I didn't have nothing to do. I literally had nothing to do. So I was like, why not get on Facebook dating, go on some free dates, you know, some dates with some people. And it was crazy because I was meeting like dope ass people on paper, you know, like pilots, doctors, lawyers and shit like that. But like on paper they look good, but like in real life, I think that there's a missed art right now in the dating scene. People don't know how to adequately communicate. They don't even know how to court. They don't know how to. It's like pull up to my house, come cook for me. Like what the? I'm not. I just met you. Why am I pulling up to your house with groceries from my house to feed you? Like or why are you trying to pull up on my house? People don't want to date. They don't want to court. They are not consistent. They don't communicate well. They're not clear with what they want with you, and so right. they you know infringe upon you know what they're feeling, and they expect you to feel it back. And I'm experiencing that even right now with several people that are interested in me. It's like you feel a way about me, but you haven't even given me adequate space to explore how I feel about you. And then you're not even communicating well enough about what you feel about me for me to even come to a consensus about what this energy, if there's any energy, is. So it's just a weird space to be in. But ultimately, like, I'm chilling. I really be over here chilling. Like, I'd much rather be single for the rest of my life. And I know it sounds bad, but like, this is just where I am. Single for the rest of my life and deal with some bullshit. Like, unless you are adding value to my life, and value don't mean money. People think that value mean all these women, all they want is money and shit like that. No, unless you're adding value into my life, unless you're making me, you're increasing my joy, unless you are encouraging me to be a better woman, unless you are, caring for me, letting me be in my soft girl energy, let me be in my, why am I fucking with you? What am I getting from this situation besides shit? Not even nothing, because niggas don't want to pay for nothing either. And then people with a very bad at sex. Like, I'm not getting shit from this. But
wait a minute, Tam. They ain't paying for nothing. And you said they're giving bad sex. Did you say bad sex, Tam?
mm-hmm.
Now, back in the day, if you didn't pay for nothing, he was gonna give you some great sex back in the day, Tam. Hold on now. Wait a minute. You mean tell me in 2023, niggas ain't paying for nothing and they ain't trying to get great sex? God.
They broke with bad dick. It's all bad.
And you can't be both. You can't be
Be
both.
both. You gotta pick a struggle. Pick a struggle. How you broke and you ain't got no, you ain't working with nothing. They also, well, we don't eat. Okay, well, I don't suck dick then. What you mean? Like, we need reciprocity, love. Like,
this ain't this ain't gonna work. So, Tam, what are your non-negotiables? Because I know there's some boys gonna see this interview and be like, "Damn, bro, what's she talking about?" Tam, what's your non-negotiables? What's the shit that turned Tam off? Like,
I have a couple things. I'm not like, people be thinking, she hard on me, and nah, like, I'm not good with liars. I'm not good with people that, say they're gonna do some shit and they don't do it. That's like consistency, in my opinion. So I have my three, I'm gonna say 4 C's. We're gonna call it the 4 C's. So, and I got some shirts coming with these 4 C's on it, because people liked it. They got some shirts coming soon. But yeah, so it's communication, consistency, commitment, and then our 4th C is gonna be cash. And the cash, I know people are like, but I have dealt with a man who was in his 40s and didn't have anything. And I'm not gonna fault you for, people have life things that go left, right? So I'm not gonna fault you, but you're not bringing anything to the table. And I'm looked at as a baller because I can afford to buy myself a MacBook. I'm looked at like, I can't be in that energy. I can't be in no broke nigga energy. Like, because I don't move in broke nigga energy. Like, no. So but yeah, those are my the important things. But some non-negotiables, I'm not dealing with a man who has, if he is my age, if he's 34, I'm not dealing with a man who has multiple baby mamas. To me, that shows irresponsibility, in my opinion. Unless
what's the most Tam you'll deal with? So at 34, what's the most baby mamas he can have?
He can have one, but then it depends on how many kids you got with that one baby mama too. Because was y'all in a serious relationship? Because the thing is, I'm not in for competition, because I don't compete with nobody. So I'm not gonna be building something with somebody and then you go back to your baby mama. Like, I won't do that. I can't do that. That's not the energy I want to be in. What's another non-negotiable? Non-negotiables, I mean, abusive men, men who are not emotionally intelligent, men who cannot adequately communicate, men who don't know what they want, men who don't know who they are. Okay. Men who are not walking in their purpose. Like, it's so many things that, like, to me, what's attractive? Drive, ambition. You ain't got none of that. Like, what are we doing? Because, baby, I'm not where I want to be. That don't mean I'm disappointed with where I am, but I'm not where I want to be. So I'm striving for higher things. I'm striving for better things. And it's like, if you're not in that same energy of hustle, if you're not in that same energy of like let's you're not gonna add nothing to what I'm trying to do over here. And I can't, like,
ain't supposed to, Tam.
Yeah.
So those are non-negotiable. Okay, so Tam got the 4 C's. We got that non-negotiable. Tam, you saying dating land is trash. A lot of people feel the same way. Why do you think it has become such, I don't even want to say slim pickings. Goddamn, it's hardly no pickings. Why do you think, Tam, it has become that way? Is it because it has a pretentious aura here? A lot of people feel that it's a pretentious city. Everybody ain't no more regular people. Like, you proud to say, hey, I'm a damn teacher. Everybody else, goddamn, is just everybody else is runway models all day long. You being real. Tam, what you think it is?
So I think it's a couple things. First of all, we are told, we're told that there are 12 women to one man here, right?
Right.
So we're told, oh, women, you got to compete. Also, women as a whole have started to accept less for themselves. So they're okay with situationships. They're okay with just having casual sex with somebody. They're okay with these things. So when men meet a woman who holds them to a higher standard, they have two options. They could either jump and reach that standard that she's holding herself to, or they're going to find somebody else who has less requirements. And so I think that's part of the struggle, because I'm never going to bash a man. Like, that's not my job. I'm not going to sit here and bash no man, but I am going to hold you accountable. And there have been people that I've dated. Like, I was talking to this one guy. He's a comedian. Talking to this one guy, and he took me on a couple dates, and I didn't find out he was married to the second date. Whole ass married. And I was just like, and my family was like, well, you like him, try it out. Like, he's going through a divorce, woody woody poop. And it was like, okay. But I told him, I was like, okay, so I'm interested in you still, but like, we got to put the brakes on it until your divorce is finalized. Cause I'm not nobody's side chick. And he kind of fell off, and he come back, and he keep coming. He was on my DMs last week, embarrassing himself. Cause you talking to yourself at this point, baby. So I don't say that to be cruel or mean, but it's just like, you had your opportunity and you failed. Because all I wanted was a conversation with him about, like, why wasn't I told? Well, I don't tell everybody my information. Then why are you asking me out on a date? I didn't ask you on a date. You asked me on a date, love. This is something you wanted. Like, make it make sense. So yeah. And I think that part of the struggle is just like, people haven't done the work on themselves, but they want the companionship. They're not doing that work. They're not holding a mirror up to themselves, because to me, if I keep getting fuck niggas, right? If I keep getting, like, that's all I'm attracting. At some point, I gotta hold a mirror to myself and be like, damn, what is it about you that is attracting this energy? What is it about you? Why aren't you, when you see those red flags, why aren't you letting that situation go? Like, the last situation that I was in, I told you about the Facebook dating dude, that was like August. And I was really excited. And he was talking that talk, and we met up, and it was vibes and everything. But like, it was a non-negotiable that he broke. And like, he was fine as hell. I date fine ass niggas. Like, he was fine as hell. And I could have been like, well, he fine, I could let it go. No. I saw something in him that did not work in my spirit and my energy. And I was like, I'm not going to compromise just to say that I got a man, or just say that I got a fine man, or just, like, I'm not going to compromise. And it's like, I don't expect anybody to be perfect, because I think that y'all got too many standards. Y'all, no. It's okay for you to not be perfect. I ain't perfect either. I will never sit here and tell you I'm perfect, right? 100%. But the problem comes in when you settle for something that is a non-negotiable for you. And that's never the energy I want to be in. So people like, oh, would you date a garbage man? If a garbage man love his garbage man job and we can have deep conversations, yes. I ain't got no. Would you date a mechanic? Yes. I don't have no issue with none of that. Okay, I have no issue with any of that. It's not about putting on. It's not about capping for the gram. It's not about any of that with me.
Come on, Tam.
It's about character. It's about quality. It's about what you add. But people are not ready to have that conversation. But once again, and also people are not doing that work. And so I'm just, that I'm waiting for somebody who is going to match the energy that I bring. Because I know what I bring to the table. Okay. I know what I bring to the table. And I'm not going to compromise and be like, he okay. He enough. Like, nah. I'm sorry. I won't do that.
Tam, one thing you said that I really appreciate, nothing was superficial. Like, you didn't say that the nigga had to be 6'5", make 400,000. Things that everything that you mentioned was something that the guy at the post office, the guy at Verizon can connect with. Like the mechanic, shit, the electrician, the garbage man. You wasn't knocking none of that. All you saying is know who you are, have your own mission, your own passion, your own drive, your own purpose. You come to the table as a complete set grown man. And if you come with that, I can come with mine and we can talk about it, but it's not my job to help you be a man.
Exactly.
That's your damn job.
I don't think men are ready to have that conversation.
Well, we're gonna have it.
I just it's like, because I feel like part of it is other men holding men accountable. And I think women have to hold women accountable as well, but I think it's other men holding men accountable when they see this. Like, if you know somebody, if you know you see your boy, he got a good ass woman and he playing in this girl's face, bro, you gotta call that bro. You gotta call your bro on it. Like, you really have to, because it's a lot of women who are walking around bitter, angry, upset because they were building with somebody that they thought they were building with, and in reality, this man never had any intentions of being anything more to you, and they just weren't brave enough. They weren't honest enough to be real with that person and let them know what was really going on. And to me, that's unfair. And I've been in that position where I felt like people have misused me, lied to me, abused the love and care that I had for them, and I never want to be in that position again. And that's why I'm at a point where it's like one bad vibe, one red flag, and I gotta go. I have to choose myself, because I refuse. I give so much love. Who I am as a human, I pour into the people that I love so dearly that I cannot do that for somebody who is not deserving. I will not do that for anybody who is not deserving anymore. It's just I can't. And the Lord knows that's one of the reasons why I stayed single those 10 years. I stayed single I prayed that prayer. I had just dealt with this dude, and I was building, and I thought I was building, and God was like, that's not your person. And I was crushed.
Wow.
I was absolutely crushed. And I was like, I don't want to feel this over and over and over again. How do people keep jumping from one relationship to the next, to the next, to the next? I can't feel this pain no more, because, like, at the end of the day, I still talk to this man. Me and him still talk. And, he still be flirting, and everything. Me and him still talk, but I still have love and care for him to this day. And it's been like 15 years. I still have love and care, and I want good things for him, and I want the best for him in my heart. I can't give that to everybody. I don't want to give that to everybody.
But that's because, Tam, you're not just wasting your time. You value your time because you value yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You feel that, hey, if I'm gonna take my time to sit and talk and build with you, I'm not bullshitting you. I'm putting in what I would want out. I'm giving you what I want somebody to give me. And that's just being an authentic, real person. But Tam, let me add to something. I think, ladies, this is really important for all y'all. Listen to this. This is a rule of thumb. Remember this. It's a difference between a man that loves women and a man that loves pussy. Understand the difference. The man that loves pussy is only there for it. It's everything is transactional. A lot of men love pussy. A lot of men love sex, and that's all they there for. They treat you a certain way. They build you up only to get the sex, and then the minute they get that, they gone and they show you who they really are. But when a man loves a woman, he loves everything about it. He likes to talk to her, be around her, her energy. He loves, and he don't want to hurt a woman. Even that's why, baby, look here, I'm honest. I don't want to hurt you. I know I ain't looking for nothing serious, because he ain't playing games, because he loves a woman. It is the difference between loving pussy and loving a woman. Me personally, I love the damn woman for everything about her. I love her. So when you love a woman, you don't want to hurt her. Now, even if you've been hurt, I've been hurt 2 times. I got some baby mama dramas. I still love the woman. I ain't gonna hurt no woman. Ain't a woman you can find that's been in my presence and ever said she wasn't appreciated, protected, and supported, whether it was an intimate relationship or a friend of mine. When you love women, so ladies, make sure you understand that it's a difference between how a man treats you when he loves pussy and when he loves the woman. Because when he loves pussy, it's all about what he can get, but when he loves a woman, it's all about what he can give.
I'm looking for it.
That's real, Tam. That's real though, but that's how you can tell.
I can't. It's and that's. I mean, honestly, that's what it is. And I think that's what the guy who I just cut off. That's what it was. It was just like, I see a future with you. I want to build with you. I don't want to be intimate with you. And he just could not take that energy. And I'm just like, you're ruining everything that we could have had because you can't keep your little winker in your pants. Like, it's messed up. But it is what it is.
Yeah. But that's real though, Tam. I mean, so let me ask you this. So now, we know the dating situation. Obviously, you're open to dating if the right guy comes across, right? All right. Now, but I want to talk about Tammy the person, the teacher.
Okay.
That's more important. And our blind eyes can see you're a beautiful woman. You're very intelligent. But what made you? Because teaching is a selfless job, and you guys don't get paid enough for that shit y'all
Mhm.
deal with. My sister's a teacher in Chicago. Much
Oh
respect to
wow.
you. Yeah,
Yeah.
and no, right? She
I
damn
used to
sure don't
work
get
in
paid.
Michigan, so I know the Chicago vibe. I used to work out in Michigan, so
Right. Yeah, you trying to teach them? That's a different breed up there. But let me ask you this: what made you want to say, hey, because teachers change lives, man. We all remember that one good teacher that believed in us. What made you want to be a teacher? How'd you in there?
well, I've always wanted to do film and be in the film industry. So when I first went to college, I was a communications major. I wanted to be, Oprah. I wanted to be on TV all the time. And I transferred to a Christian university my sophomore year, and I was still in my program, but I wasn't happy with my program. And then I went home, and somebody at church had asked me, "Hey, would you teach vacation Bible school for a couple days?" I said, "Yeah," and I enjoyed it so much. I was like, "Bro, I would do this for free." Now I don't feel that way no more, but that's how I felt. And so when I went back to school my junior year, I changed my major from communications to education. And I think it's one of the best decisions I made. I definitely have fallen out of love with teaching throughout the course of these 12 years since I got my degree. But ultimately, like, one of the things about me too, because I lived in Korea for 3 years. I was teaching when I was out there, but I wanted to be what these kids. We tell these kids all the time, you could do anything, you could be anybody, you could do all the things. I wanted to literally live that. That's one of the reasons why I've traveled the world the way I've traveled the world. That's one of the reasons why I move the way I move. That's one of the reasons why I teach high school now. Like I started off middle school, I taught elementary, I've taught the gamut. But I wanted to be that inspiration. I wanted to be, that person that, these kids could talk to, and they do feel that way. And I have so many kids that come and tell me all their business. But I think that I'm definitely making a difference. And I think that that's part of why God has kind of waited in my life to put me in these positions, like being on TV, like being on TV, like being visible the way I am. Because if I had gotten it younger in life, I wouldn't have even understood that energy. I wouldn't have even understood that call. You know, I I don't I'm not when I get booked for things, I'm not begging, I'm not praying for this. These are not things, but these are things that providence, divine providence from God has given
Mm,
me in position.
mm.
And this position has opened my audience, opened me up to experiences that I never would have had before. Like last year, not this past year, but this last year, I was at the BET Awards. Just
Pop your shit, Tan. You was well. Let
yeah,
them know you was at the BET
I was at the
Award.
BET Awards. I didn't make the cut this year, but the whole point is I get invited to these spaces. I get and it's never something that's like, oh, let me beg. It's them asking, hey, are you available? Can you do this music video? Can you do this, that, and 10? And like I said, if I had done it younger, I would have thought it was me, you know. I would have thought it was
Ooh,
me. Oh, it's my beauty. It's my this and that. But
ooh.
I understand that right now it's not me. It's God positions you where
Mm,
you need to be when you need to be there. And so
mm,
I'm just grateful for Providence. I'm grateful for the show I'm grateful for asking for a friend. I'm grateful for every TV show that I've been on, every background thing that
mm.
people have seen me on. People screenshot me all the time. I just saw you on TV. I just saw you in this movie. I just saw you in this that all the time. And half the stuff that I've been on, I have not even watched. That's the crazy part. I have so many things I've been on, I have not even watched. But I'm just grateful, and I'm gonna continue doing my thing. The strike is up, and so I'm excited to get back on set and do some more acting. Um, yeah, I mean, honestly, that's just where it is, and I don't know if I'll ever be famous. I don't know if I'll ever be known. I don't know if I'll ever be any of those things. But if as a teacher, I know that I've inspired my students, but also I'm making a difference in them. And it's so crazy that you asked me this because I have a YouTube channel. And I
Shout
don't
out,
really care.
shout out to YouTube channel, Tan. Do you want to shout it out?
I know, because I don't even. It's Soul Sister, but I don't even be on her anymore. That's from when I was in Korea, and
Okay.
some every now and then I'll get back on there.
All right.
But when I was teaching my first year teaching, I was the drama teacher because acting is in my blood, right?
Right.
And I had the drama kids, and this is when the what's that challenge? Do the Harlem Shake challenge was a thing. And so I had my drama babies do the Harlem Shake. Yes, exactly. I had them do the Harlem Shake. And so I had one of the kids, this is one of my first years teaching. He commented on the video from 10 years ago, right? And he was like, oh, Miss G, To this day, you're still one of my favorite teachers. I taught him when he was in the 7th grade.
See that?
He's a whole grown adult now. He got his own thing going on, and he said to this day, you're one of my, and like that just right my heart. Yeah. I was like, bro, this is what I do this for. Like at the end of the day, this is what I do this for. So yeah, this I don't know, like yeah.
So Tam, do you ever see yourself not teaching, or you feel like that's just your life purpose and calling? It sounds like it's a purpose and a calling for you.
You know what? I think it's something I ran for. So I ran from. I definitely think it's a purpose and a calling.
Okay.
Is it something I'm gonna do forever? Probably not. It's so many things that come along with teaching that you don't ask for. And you just try to do your best to be your best every day, but sometimes it's hard showing up every day and just putting on that smile and being that person that the kids need you to be. And if I ever get in a position where I'm one of those old, bitter, angry teachers that come in the classroom yelling every day, and I don't want to be I don't want to be there anymore. So I definitely am looking for, my out. I definitely am looking for like what will be the next step after this? What is the progression? And that's one of the reasons why I want a platform. That's one of the reasons why, I'm doing the acting, the TV and things like that, because I do want a platform where I can still be influential to kids and be a positive influence. Because I think that the people that these kids looking up to these days are just not role models. They're not, good people. They're not not that they're bad people, but they're not what we need this next generation to be. They talk about toxicity, baby mama this, baby, and it's just like, I get it, like this is real life, but at the end of the day, who's gonna be held accountable for this energy that you're putting out there on these young people and these ideologies that you're putting in their head, that you're making wrong things normal? Like all these kids be doing drugs. Like I'm like, this is the most zooted out group of like what is going on? So yeah, like I just want to be a good example at the end of the day.
I mean, I love what you're saying about we don't have enough good positive role models. See, my problem is when people go do a bunch of dumb, incredulous, stupid things, and then they come back 20 years later talking about I was wrong, I'm sorry. But you didn't sit up and influence millions of people to go do that.
Exactly.
Now you want to come bring your ass on, I'm sorry too. I messed up. I should. No, it was okay. No, you know what you were doing was wrong then. You profited off of it and you didn't care. And now 20 some years later, that shit ain't cool and popping no more. Now you want to come, I'm sorry to her. I should have known better. I've grown. Miss me with that. How about we do right the first time? How about we start celebrating people like yourself, Tam, who's saying, you know what? Rather than me mess up later, let me do the right thing now. How about we celebrate that type of shit? Character, integrity.
That's all I'm saying. Like, I know people feel like some type of way about her, but Yvonne Orji, love her to death. She's 39, 38, and she's still a virgin. Love her to death. Love her story. Understand her testimony. Understand what that's like. And it's like, people like,
how old? She a virgin at how old?
She's 38, 39.
Damn, I got character, but I don't know about it. I can't do that one time.
Listen, she comes from a Nigerian background. I was just in a Nigerian wedding. She comes from a Nigerian background. And then, my friend who was Nigerian, she was also a virgin. She was 37. It's a part of their culture. Like, not everybody is going to move in that same energy, but it's a part of their culture. It's a part of, if you are a Christian person that grew up in that community, keeping that purity, keeping that, keeping yourself apart is very important. And I definitely get it. But I also think that when you wait that long, you understand, you value yourself a little bit differently. You move a little bit differently. Your energy is a little bit different. So I mean, I get it. Honestly, I mean that was my testimony up until about 29. I was just like, listen.
Hold on, Tam. Wait a minute. We just gonna let you just speed past that. So Tam, you mean to tell me you kept your chastity, your virginity up until age 29? Fucking, that's all right, Tam.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
I mean,
very easy. It wasn't hard at all, actually.
Was it?
It was not hard at all, not even a little bit. It was.
Damn, 29. So, but then one day he was like, "Man, fuck, I'm about to just, hey, it's time to let this thing." Hey,
no, it wasn't like that. I was dating this rapper.
It would be a damn rapper. God damn it. Damn, I'm trying to be an architect. Gotta be a damn rapper.
Well, So that's the energy. I told you I was out there. This is when I was in Korea. I was out there. I was not acting. I was modeling more so then. So I was modeling, and he found me on the ground, and he started liking my pictures, and I already knew who he was. So I was like, hold up, nah. So we were talking on live, and his fan base was like, oh, she's so charming, da 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 da. So he was coming. He wasn't based in Korea, but he was based in the US. And so he's like, oh, I'll be out in Korea in a couple of months. Like, when I come out there, let's link. I was like, all right, shoot. So I'm not thinking nothing too much of it. Then I hear all of a sudden, like, oh, they're gonna be there or whatever. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. So I positioned myself because I wasn't looking to, do anything with him, but I was like, okay, let's link up or whatever. So I positioned myself. I went to the little premiere party or whatever, and I was looking good. And he walked past me and he saw me. He was like, oh, he sent me a text message. He was like, hold up, you here? I was like, yeah. He was like, come outside, let's go out to eat. So, we was vibing. That's how that happened. It wasn't
all right. So goddamn rap. Okay, so broke your virginity at 29. All right, that's it. Damn, kudos to you. Fucking, that's awesome.
God is good.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is. Because he's shaking his head at me because I broke mine like 15, 16 somewhere. And I was trying to get the game, Tam. I wasn't even going to lie to you. I was curious. But anyway, so Tam, after that, did you find yourself craving sex more? Or did you say, I don't like that? I didn't like that transactional feeling. Or did y'all grow into something, you and the rapper?
Me and him dated for about 6 months. It didn't work out. But for a lot of reasons, I won't get into that. That's a whole nother situation.
Damn it, is this a rapper that's in all of our playlists somewhere? We ain't got no.
No. He's not.
All right, because I was about to say
he is in the news kind of right now. He got some stuff going on, but he not. Y'all, if you don't know who he is, you don't know who he is. Like it ain't.
Okay. I about to say, goddamn Drake. Yeah, I'm sick of your ass, Drake.
No, Drake wish. Drake wish. Like no. But yeah, so after that, no, I was just honestly chilling. I was going back into like my celibacy energy. I think I was celibate for like 2 years, two and a half years afterwards. I wasn't, because you have to understand my value system was different. I didn't value sex. The reason why I did what I did with the person I was with is because I was with him, because he made me feel loved, valued, cherished, wanted. That was the reason why I was in that energy with him. And so the next situation was a similar situation where I was in a relationship and I was feeling that love, want, care, desire, things of that nature. So yeah, no, I didn't go and just, hey, I didn't broke the seal. Let me just, that wasn't energy.
Rip you out the plastic because you've been acting brand new.
None of that.
So, no. All right, then. So now, let me ask you this: current affair. Let's touch up on a good current affair. And I already know what you being as grounded as you are. This shit don't mean nothing to you, but I just want your perspective on somebody saying, hey, they wouldn't want to go to a Cheesecake Factory. Now, I still think that shit was just some shit to go viral. But what's your take on women being that pretentious, Tam?
So here's my thing, right? If this is a first date situation, I don't really care how much a man spends. Like, and this goes back to my initial thought. Now, if you're being hella cheap, we getting coffee, that's a whole different energy. But like, I don't care how much a man spends. A man spending a lot of money on me is not impressive to me. I've had a man cash at me $500 just because it was Tuesday, and that's not a flex. I'm not saying that to be a flex. I'm just saying, like, when a man cares about you, when a man, loves you, desires you or whatever, just even sees value in you, he will invest in you. I've had homies that are whole ass married and said, Tam, I love what you're doing with your modeling career. Here, the money to do a shoot. So I understand what it's like. So money don't move me. It does not. It has never moved me, because if it did, I would be in a different position, right? So money doesn't move me, but it's like intentionality for me. If I tell you, if I'm like, man, I'm craving some brunch, and you take me to, I won't say IHOP because IHOP just a little bit too basic, right? But if you take me to like a random, like another Broken Egg Cafe, or it's like another little place, and you spend $13 on my meal, I'm not finna trip. Like I'm not finna trip. That's because you listen to what I said and you act upon what I said. Ooh. Now I've had men who took me on fabulous dates, but it was a terrible date for me because there was lack of intentionality of listening to what I had requested. So if I'm telling you I want to go to brunch, I want to go to brunch, and I'm saying brunch specifically because I love brunch. Like I'm a brunch girl. I am a brunch. Give me some mimosas, give me some waffles, give me some everything. Like I'm a brunch girl, right? So if I'm telling you I want to go to brunch, but you're like, nah, come to Comic-Con with me. Real situation, right? Come to Comic-Con with me. No, I don't want to go to Comic-Con. I want to go to brunch. Hey, you want to go to brunch or you want to go see this movie? I want to go to brunch. I'm telling you.
Brunch. I said that 7 times, bro. 7 times, bro. I'm gonna go
So
brunch.
I had this one date and it was this cool dude. Like he's a cool dude, but like there was a little bit of lack of intentionality on his behalf. And what he did, he said, I've always want to do this date with somebody. So I'm gonna do it with you. And I was like, okay, what we doing? He's like, I'm gonna come pick you up and we're gonna go one place for appetizer. We're gonna go one place for our entree, and we're gonna go to one place for our dessert, and then we'll go to another place after that for drinks. So we went to 4 restaurants in one night. And it was dope, but it just the energy wasn't there, and that's not what I asked for. And I appreciated the experience. Like I mean, that's still a dope date that I went on. Like I still will say that was a dope date, but it just was lack of intentionality there. And like, it just wasn't what I needed from him. So like, yeah. I'm telling you, like I'm hungry, but you're like, nah, let's go to the movie first. We go to the movie. Oh damn, the restaurant closed that I was gonna take you to, bruh. Like it wasn't. Yeah, it was some stuff. It was a lot of stuff in that situation. But yeah, like I'm not gonna put no price tag on an experience, especially if you're just now getting to know somebody. Like I'd much rather have a date where we go and we sit in a coffee shop and I get my chai latte, and we just converse. Because if I could sit there with you and talk to you for an hour or 2 or 3 or 4, I'm more impressed by that than I am with however much you would have spent on that date. And the thing is, and this is what I need men to understand, not just about me, but about certain women, right? Because I won't say every woman. I am worth every investment you will ever invest in me. I am worth every penny, every ounce of time. I am worth it. Like, and I'm gonna make you feel I'm worth it too. But you have to be willing to put yourself in that position, because I'm never going to use a man. I will always, and this is, I know a lot of women won't say this. They won't be honest. They're using these men for free meals. They're using these men for free dates, right? I'm not even going to go out with you if there's not a little bit of a vibe. I'm not even going to entertain you if I don't think that, oh, maybe this could be something, right? I'm never going to do that to a man. I have literally told men like, bruh, I appreciate you. I like you. You're cool, but I don't like you like that. So I just think we should be friends. And they're like, but I was like, take you out to do this. I'm like, I don't want to waste your time. I don't want to waste my time. But I'm a grown ass woman. I think that's me walking in grown ass woman energy. When I know that I'm not there, I'm not gonna sit there waste your time, my time. First of all, my time's too precious. I wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm in the gym by 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm asleep by 9 p.m. I ain't got time to be going on no damn date with somebody I don't even like that. Like no. No. So yeah.
But Tammy, that's really important. Let's not breeze past that, because that's a teaching moment for men and women. You're saying that, hey, I'm not about to waste your time. I'm worth every dime you invest in me, or every second of your time. I'm worth it, because of the simple fact that, you know what, I'm gonna always give you more in return, and damn sure it equal value. It won't be less. And that's the thing, Tam. But you keep thinking you're not trying to use men. There are a lot of women who do that, and they use men. They know damn well you don't like Ronaldo, but because you bored and Ronaldo just keep pressing you, you go take your ass to Nobu with Ronaldo. And when Ronaldo goddamn start looking at you like you crazy, he think you feeling him. And you talking about, man, no, it ain't like that. Why Ronaldo won't leave me alone? Because you let his ass on. You let him on. You let him on. I mean, I blame honestly, the women on that shit now. That women got to stop that.
I definitely think that that's a wrong thing to do. Like I've always said that. My mama taught me get what you can from men, and I'm like, Mama, I get that, but like I'm not gonna waste nobody's time, because I don't want nobody wasting my time. Like if the shoe was on the other foot, I wouldn't want to feel that way. Come on. So like I said, men have sent me $400, $500, $350. These are all men that are not. I'm not in a relationship. I was never in a relationship with any of them. And I tell them, I said, I don't like you like that. I think that we should be friends. I don't know if I'll ever like you like that. But, if I'm saying no, like these are men, like they've asked me to do these things for me. I say, no. Like I'll tell you no, because I don't want you to waste your money, your time on me. But they're like, no, we just want to do it for you. And I'm like, well, shit, I'm not going to keep saying no if I've expressed explicitly There will never be nothing between us. I'm not leading you on. I'm not calling you, texting you. I'm not sending you no news. I ain't doing none of that, right? Like we ain't got no energy like that. And you just want to do something for me, I'm gonna let it happen. And the thing is, with and a lot of these men that I'm talking about, they are people that I consider friends. At the end of the day, even if there's not romantic energy, we are friends. I'm gonna do something for you too. It might not be to the same caliber, but I'm gonna do something for you too. I remember one guy is a good friend of mine, truck driver. His birthday rolled around. I fixed him fried chicken, macaroni, cheese, collard greens, something else. Took him a plate to his to the where he was loading up his truck. And he ain't never forgot that. That's been like 3 years. He ain't never forgot it, man. I remember that damn macaroni cheese you had, Tam. That was good ass macaroni. Like, he's still to this day talking about that macaroni cheese. You know what I mean? Like,
niggas don't forget good food, especially, how hard it is to come across a home cooked meal these days, Tam. Shit.
But yeah, so it's like that's what I like. I'll say this and this shit. If they ever see this, y'all niggas know who y'all are, right?
Y'all niggas know who you niggas are.
These niggas know who they are, right? I have two male friends at my job, two male teachers, and both of their birthdays around the corner from each other. So his birthday was Sunday. The other one's birthday is coming up this week. So I was gonna just bake them some cupcakes, whatever. They're like, we want to taste your food. I'm like, I'll bake y'all some. They're like, no, we don't want baked goods. We want breakfast. So teacher work day was Tuesday, right? And so on Tuesday, I said, you know what? I'll cook y'all breakfast on Tuesday. Come in early. We'll all get breakfast before we start our professional developments, stuff like that. I got up at 4:00 in the morning, Mac. I cooked grits, eggs, sausage, bacon, pancakes, waffles, and then I got a fruit tray. I had whipped cream. I had the cheese on the side if they wanted some extra cheese and their eggs and their grits. I had butter. I had orange juice, coffee with the cream and everything. These niggas did not show up.
You ungrateful bastards, whoever y'all are.
You understand? Do you understand the rage I felt in my heart, bro?
How can you ungrateful ass bastards, whoever y'all are? Man, listen.
Right. This Tuesday that just passed. When I tell you I was hot.
Oh, come on, fellas. We can't do it like that.
Hot. I was so pissed. I was like fighting mad. Now, gratefully enough, I was able to give all the food away. So the food didn't go to waste. But literally pretty much I fed everybody on my whole hall.
That's all right.
I bought a tablecloth for everything. I had a tablecloth set up. I had the Bunsen burners, everything. Like it was. But and I say that to say this is not to hype myself up, my cooking skills, anything, but it's just that that's how I go. That's how hard I go. And these are not men I'm sleeping with. These are not niggas I'm fucking. This is just two niggas at my school that I'm cool with. Two cool teachers that I'm cool with.
Who didn't show their asses up? Ungrateful bastards.
Right. One apologized though. One apologized.
Okay.
The other one think he did nothing wrong.
But one ungrateful then, bastard then.
So, but yeah, so that's the type of things I do for people that I care about. I just went to a Nigerian wedding. I can't even tell you how many thousands of dollars I spent on that wedding. My dress alone was $325. My shoes were another $300. My purse, my hair, my nails, my toes. When I tell you I spent the hotel was $725. My flight, I went up to New York. But that's one of my best friends. It's nothing. These are the type of investments that I give as a person. So if
wow.
I'm going this hard. These are not niggas that I'm not sleeping with these people. These are not people these are just people I love and care about. This is why I say I cannot be in a relationship. I cannot be in a situation. I cannot be in nothing where I don't feel like the energy's matched because bro, I'm gonna go every time. I'm gonna go harder. Damn. It's gonna be a go hard. It's gonna be a go hard competition. Oh, you did that for me? You bought me this? Oh, let me get you that. That's what I do. That's who I am.
Wow. So damn, I'm still stuck on Tuesday brunch myself. I mean, I'm like, damn. I mean, and like you're saying, these are people that you're not even romantically involved. These are just co-workers, homeboy, homegirl. I get down with you. Mm-hmm. I support you. So fellas, imagine what she's like if she's your lady. Man. Tam, I gotta ask you this. I know we're coming up on our time in an hour, and I really appreciate your time. Let me ask you this. If you could give me a brief synopsis on this. Do you feel that with you being a beautiful woman, but you're just equally as intelligent and profound, do you think that makes dating harder for you? Because
yes.
Okay, I was okay.
100%. 100%. Because I'm not gonna go for no fuck shit. Like, I'm just not gonna go for the fuck shit. Like, it's crazy because like I call myself sophisticated ratchet. Like, I'm from Decatur, you know, born and raised Decatur, you know, Stone Mountain, Lithonia area now. But like I was born, when you talk about everything you hear in the rap song, Glenwood, Candler Road, Snapfinger, all that, that's where I grew up. And so I grew up on some hood energy. I grew up on that energy. And it's like I have elevated myself beyond where I'm from. That don't mean I don't understand street shit. Like I still understand street shit. Like, right. But and so I'm able to like call people's bullshit card real quick. And people, I won't even just say men, people are not used to being held accountable for the fuck shit they do to you. People are not used to being, and it's one man. It's one man right now, right? One man that if he, because I'm not a circle the block ass female, right? You can't circle the block on me, right? Once I cut shit off, I'm done.
Don't come back for Tam, y'all. She ain't going.
There is one man who could circle the block on me, and the reason why he could circle the block, first of all, he's just my crush. And I told him this like 2 days ago, 3 days ago, last week sometime. I told him this. So, but that was the first time I had an honest conversation with him about anyway. But yeah, so he can circle the block because when I pressed him on some shit he did to me and some shit he said, he held himself accountable. I didn't even have to press him, really. I just had to. So we just not going to address the elephant in the room. He was like, "What elephant?" I was like, "Oh, if you don't know what elephant, then I don't know what elephant either." He was like, "Okay, how to wait." It's the fact that we started getting to know each other, and I just kind of felt, and I said, "Yeah, exactly. Do you know how much that hurt me?" And he was like, "I would never hurt you. Like, I value you so much." Like, and he held himself. He didn't say, "Oh, the phone worked both ways." He didn't push it back on me. He knew what he had done. He knew what he had done, and I was like, man, accountability is sexy as fuck. Like, accountability is some sexy ass shit. Whew, I'm telling you, accountability and self-control.
Accountability and self-control.
Every time, don't do it. Like,
fellas, y'all hear that? Accountability and self-control. Tam says
too. And I think that's the thing. I'm gonna hold myself accountable too. I have gone back and apologized to people years later because, like, God is impressed upon me. You did that person wrong. Yeah, and it's hard. It's a hard thing to like hold yourself accountable. Apologize for how you've moved and apologize for how you've hurt people, even if it wasn't your intention. Like, I think that's the thing. Sometimes you hurt people and it's not your intention to hurt people. You just were trying to be honest, but in your honesty, your truth hurt them, right?
That's right. That's true.
It's so difficult to be in the energy, but like, there's so much freedom when you actually have those conversations and you move past forward and you grow from it. Like, that is beautiful. That is a beautiful process to me. And like I said, the same dude I was talking to the other day, I told him, I said, listen, you just do something for me. And I can't tell you what it is. He was like, well, what does that mean? I was like, you just do something for me. And he was like, well, listen, this is the position I'm in right now. And I was like, well, I didn't tell you any of this because I was shooting my shot. That's not what this is. I was just being honest because I'm in a position in my life where I'm not going to hold my truth off. I'm too old to be, I can't tell him I like him. Nah, I'm gonna tell this nigga I like him, and then he can do whatever. The ball's in his court at that point,
Tam, I had a lady on my show the other day, Shay Primus. She's also dating a coach, phenomenal matchmaker. She encourages women to shoot their shot. You gotta let it be known you like somebody, and kudos to you. Ladies, that's some sexy shit too. Shoot your damn shots at me. If you like Mac, let Mac know.
They be shooting they shot at you, Mac. I know what you was telling me about that one time.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I get my shots up. They get their shots at me. I ain't gonna lie. I'm doing all right.
The people that shoot they shot at me don't be having real chances. Like, I was on the Kendra show. I'm pretty sure you know who she is.
Yeah.
I was on the Kendra show about like 3 months ago, and like I was like, looks don't really matter to me that much. But the people that was in my DMs after I said, bitch, I should have said looks are very important because I had people that was some booger wolves. And then I said I wanted people between the age of like 30 and 45. I know some of the men was like 54. Like, I was just like, what the fuck is it? Like, you really tried it? You tried it. Then I had a guy. He was really nice, but he was like 4'3", and I was like, baby,
you can't do that.
I'm 5'8", so ain't no way.
Yeah. You ain't a short woman. You ain't a short.
Ain't no way. I was just like, you nice and you got a good job, but I can't. Anyway.
Well, Tam, tell the people where they can find you. We're coming up on our time. We got about 30 seconds. Tell the people where they can find you at, Tam.
You can find me on Instagram at your_soul like the city, SEOUL_sister. You can find me on TikTok, Soul Sister Tammy G, YouTube, Soul Sister Tammy G, Twitter, Soul Sister Tammy G, Tammy G Soul Sister, something like that. Those are all my ads.
All right, y'all. And we're gonna bring Tammy back for part 2. That's cool.